especially wrapped her up in the blanket and everything. That her talk about how uncomfortable this outfit is, which is a play on a lot of people talk about how uncomfortable that their uniforms were when they be doing these movies.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's not part of this. Yeah. What's going on YouTube? It's Sensei and Place Me Chill Train, Mr. A&D, and the anime hero Swag on Zero.
Oh, hey. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought you was going to keep going.
That
was my fault.
My man's exhausted.
Hold on. The TVA. Let me want that.
Exactly.
Hey, how's it going? Things ahead.
So, guys, episode 5 is here of Loki. If you guys have been enjoying this series, it has been picking back up. So this one we got even more questions now after this episode went off. And I thought it was another banger on this episode. You know how we do it here. We give you guys a quick rundown, recap of the show. Then before we get to the spoiler talk. So, Swag, how did you enjoy this episode?
Definitely better than last episode. This was much more entertaining. However, it was thoughts that I had that was going to happen. Like I thought I don't know if this will be saved for spoilers, but I'll save it for spoilers. There was things I thought that was going to happen in this episode that didn't happen in this episode. Some of the reveals in the episode kind of was like meh, and at this point, I'm just riding the train to the finale. I'm just riding the train to the finale.
That's how I felt. I felt this episode kicked off really, really well, and then there was a point in it I was like, "This is getting annoying."
Yeah.
There was a point where I was like, "This is overkill." I said like that. Yeah. And then I was like, it started to pick back up, and then I was just like,
I felt like
go ahead. You felt like
I felt like a lot of these episodes could take like good 20 minutes out of it for almost each episode.
Yeah, or you could change it with something else. There was just not as much follow-up as I wanted.
Right.
To be on certain things. And this episode showed that there wasn't that much follow-up on certain things, but there is things like there was backstories I thought I was going to get or something like that I was going to get and I didn't get. But I know you're trying to rise the train and get off, but what's your grading for the show?
I say a hashtag give it a chance. It was watchable, but nothing explosive for me.
So you said this was better than the last episode, which you gave a high B to.
Strictly that gives a high B because of how bad the previous episode was. This was more entertaining, but again, the flaws outweigh the good.
I am going with a hashtag give it a chance, but I will say that I think us getting that much closer to who's behind this and how they came together at the end, I'll give it a B off that.
Okay.
Alone. So, guys, you guys know about what part this is. This is the spoiler section of our video. So, if you guys have not seen Loki episode 5, which recently just came out, make sure you guys go back and check this thing out right now. So, now we left. This episode 5 is named, what is it called?
Journey into Mystery.
Journey into Mystery. So, we see what happened at episode 5. We see kind of where we kind of left off with the shattered head of the timekeepers that's there, right. And Loki waking up to see these other Lokis that are there, and they're called they're stuck in something called the Void.
Right. Originally, I thought this was Battle World for the MCU. I'm not sure if you read that crazy dumb tie-in.
No, I did.
It was pretty dumb. Marvel's comics have been going down, honestly, but Battle World is just straight battle. Everyone's fighting. I thought this was it. I thought this was Battle World.
It looks like it's part near because there are so many Easter eggs that's just surrounded this whole area, like fallen Avengers towers and fallen Thanos helicopters and all that kind of stuff like that. To the point where it's just like all you gotta do is ask for Easter egg. But there is this this smoke looking beast called Allegor.
I think his name's Allegor.
Allegory, yeah.
What is this place? Where are we? Who are you?
This is the Void. That's Goliath. And we're his lunch. Come on.
That when the TVA says anybody to this Void, that thing eats them up and it's done.
Yep.
And that is it. And so, I mean, they did make, this is from the comics, and they did make it look very intimidating. So all the Lokis come and get Loki to get Loki out of there. And we see that we do have classic Loki, we do have Kid Loki, Alligator Loki, and then we do have this black guy Loki. And Loki is trying to understand what the hell is going on. As they keep saying, just keep running, or you'll die, and all that stuff like that. So having them, interact with each other, see different Lokis, I thought was kind of cool.
You thought of using a 10-pad?
Oh, the one thing that could easily get us out of here. Yes! They're all over the place, right, guys?
Fine.
Loki is just like, okay, so what is the plan to, basically get out of here or figure out what's going on? And his plan was, we're going to try to kill Allegor. Okay. And so I was like, all right, that's like a Loki plan. So meanwhile, Sylvie and Ravoa is trying to team up to figure out what's going on with the TVA and saying, look, I want to find out just as much about it as you want to find out about it.
When we prune a branched reality, it's impossible to destroy all that's matter. Basically, the branch timeline isn't reset. It's transferred to where? A void at the end of time.
So they come up with this plan, and then she tries to have Miss Minutes kind of delay her so that she can get kidnapped again. But Sylvie kind of picks up on her being portrayed and says, you almost had me, because she almost had me too.
Right. But before that, the plan, Sylvie was saying that after a Nexus event, something has to happen. Like, what's going on after a Nexus event? Because it can't just be, everything just can't just wipe out and nothing, like life is still going to go on.
Yeah.
So she's thinking, after a Nexus event happens, what is after that? And of course, the only people that would know would be the Timekeepers or TVA or whoever. That's what she was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I that's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, so that's what they're saying. And then she was saying, well, these people get down when they get zapped, and then she says they go to this place called the Void, but that's like towards the end of time, and we can't. Well, it's suicide to go to the Void because you don't know you can come back out the Void. And like I said, when she kind of double crosses her, and she says, well, she figures out she zaps herself to go into this Void to go save Loki, or basically to go figure out what's happening down there at the Void. Right. So when she gets down there, she already comes out because Allegor devours this car and bus that she's in. And as she's running, she puts her to try to enchant this thing, and she sees like this building with a glowing light at the top. But so she couldn't fully get in there as she's running. And then you see this pizza truck car coming down, and you see that it's Mobius. So he obviously did not die, which is great to see him. And he gets it saves Sylvie. So meanwhile, we go back to Loki's lair, and inside Loki's lair,
it's a convention of Lokis.
It's all these Lokis in there, and I like the forum, how they interact, stuff like that.
I cast a projection of myself, so real, even the mad Titan believed it. Then hid as inanimate debris.
But then all of a sudden, Loki's like, "Look, we need to get out of here." They go past. He's about to get out of here. It's like himself as President Loki, and surrounded by all these other Lokis, and they come down, and it comes to find out that the Black Loki portrayed Kid Loki about the hideout, but for President Loki, but then President Loki betrayed him, but then everybody portrayed President Loki, and then we have a Loki battle royale. And I was just like, that's the part where I was like, this is kind of annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
And I was like, oh my God, I understand the concept of all these Lokis. I understand the concept of there's always, different Loki in a different kind of multiverse. But then when you show them all, it becomes overkill to me. I was cool with the four of them.
Right.
You had Alligator, you had Kid, you had Classic, you had Black. I was fine with those. But then you start
my thing is, if you're going to...
Huh?
I was going to say, my thing is, if you're going to show all them Lokis, use them all.
Yeah.
Use them all, please.
Like
because that was just pointless.
You just got them as pawns. I'm just like, I'm not enjoying this right now.
Right.
I thought I probably would by seeing all these logos and stuff like that, but I am not. I'm really not. It's really like, let's hurry up and get past this, because I don't want to see Frog Loki or anything else that's from the con. I was like, okay, it's enough Loki for me right now.
Yeah.
You're not like Tom Hiddleston, like, y'all don't do this to me. It was funny seeing that alligator Loki bite off President Loki's hand though.
Yeah.
I thought it's funny the way he was screaming about it and everything like that. So Clash Loki creates a diversion, and they go out and they finally escape. So meanwhile, Renoa goes and checks up on Hunter 15, which she has captured, and she says, why you have me here? And then she said, why you're here, but she says, we need to get out and tell everybody what's going on and about this TVA. And she says, but the thing is, you want to know about it also. And it's like, she does want to know about it, but it's like they're trying to keep her evil, so we don't know which way she's going to go.
Right.
But it looks like that deep down, she really wants to know what the hell is going on also. And I'm just like, I don't know which way you're going with this. I really don't know. I'm really kind of confused over where you're going with this. So, as the Lokis make a promise of getting the Tom Hiddleston Loki, the main one, up to Alagora so they can try to kill it, they meet back up with Sylvie and Morbius, and she said, "What was your plan? You're going to kill Alagora? Like, you're not going to do that." They said, "But the plan is we're going to enchant it. We're going to see, who is behind this thing. It's like Alagora is like from Greek mythology. You know about Cerberus?
Yep.
Yes, which I think is one of the most creepiest things ever. Which is that it's 80s personal guard dog when you get down there. And I was like, even Disney's Hercules made him look creepy. And I was just like, Jesus. Can you imagine seeing that 3-headed dog right there as the guard dog?
Yep.
Bruh, whatever. So that's what this thing is. It's the guard dog to protect whatever the true mastermind is hiding at. So I'm like, Wizard of Oz, we are getting this kind of thing here. So that's just scaring me. So they showed the power of what Alagor can do. There was this big ship that dropped down in there out of nowhere. This was supposed to be the ship. What was the name of that ship? It was a warship that disappeared. Was it the 173 Elridge? Did the USS Elridge? I gotta look it up. It's history. This ship just really just disappeared off the face of the planet, and nobody knows what happened to this ship.
Dang.
So they made it sit like I'll say he was BC Cooper. So they put it right down here, and they start battling this thing, and this thing just literally picks it off like chicken.
Yep.
Okay, and eats the hell out this boat. And they're like, okay, so obviously fighting this thing ain't gonna work.
Yep.
This ain't gonna work at all. So they all come back and kind of discuss a plan, and more was like, I don't remember the TVA ever getting an alligator, back it was arresting and stuff like that. So they're trying to come out with how they're going to do this necessary plan to get into this big tower. I know I'm missing something. I cannot remember what I'm missing.
I'm not sure.
You sure? Cause I have a paranoid I'm missing something here. Well, as they get ready to go for the plan, they take Morbius back, and he says, "Look, I'm going to." He said, "What are you going to do? I'm going to take the TVA. I'll go back to TVA. I'm going to burn to the ground." That's the closest I got to a wow so far.
Yep.
Well, he was like, "Burn to the ground." Like my wife was laughing. She's like, "Yeah, come on, Wilson." And I was
so
like,
close. We're so close.
We're close. If we don't get that in a jet ski, bro, this thing was all for nothing.
Yeah. Before that, we got like a little moment with Loki and Sylvie. Wrapping each other in the blanket. Pretty much right, expanding their relationship. And I'm not sure if you talked about, is it CS 15 or B 15? was talking to the what's her name? The girl the head of the timekeeper thing,
Yeah.
the TVA. They were talking and they were talking about how the timekeepers aren't real.
Yes, I did mention that part.
Okay, you did.
But they are expressing feelings for each other, especially wrapped up in the blanket and everything. That her talk about how uncomfortable this outfit is, which is a play on a lot of people talk about how uncomfortable that their uniforms were when they be doing these movies.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's not part of it. Yeah. There is a short statue of the Living Tribunal that's in the field. You know,
I didn't see that.
That head with 3 faces. And I was like, oh, they put that in here. So I was like, another Easter egg that I wanted to bring up. I don't know if they're really going to bring the Living Tribunal for fruition or
jumping in the hole. You're jumping in the hole.
I just said I seen the statue.
Just getting your feet wet.
I'm just, I'm like the whispers. I only meant just to wet my feet.
Just checking the temperature.
They pulled me into where all the waters of love run deep. So, so as they're about to face this thing, Loki says, okay, he says, well, I'm staying. Everybody else is leaving, but me and Sylvie are going to stay. And as she tries to enchant this thing, he says she needs a distraction. So he tries to distract her, but it ain't working. But then classic Loki like really builds up a whole illusion of classic Asgard. Jack Kirby Asgard.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
that was cool.
He showing his shit now. So it it distracts Al Gore, and he brings it up, and as you see it, it's like it's all fake. But then he goes out with the line "glorious purpose" and gets swallowed.
I had a problem with that death because I didn't know the character that well.
You didn't know the character well. You wanted to know the character well.
I wanted to, but we didn't get a chance to.
Gotcha.
And it was like his death was like, oh well, that sucked.
It did suck.
I just didn't feel nice.
As Al Gore's getting closer, then all of a sudden, Loki and Sylvie do the enchantment powers together, and they can see an opening of this building with this like light at the top of like the lighthouse of finally of where to go.
Right.
And that's how the episode ends, which we get the season finale next week. And I'm just like, it's the Wizard of Oz.
Pick up the pace. That's all I need.
They're gonna go into this house and they're gonna see another Loki talk about stuff. Oh my God, what are you doing here? And I'll be like,
what if it's a Thor from a different dimension, or a Thor from a different timeline?
Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. If it ain't Crane the Conqueror, I hate it. They didn't promise it to me. I know. I just hate it.
Time to get disappointed.
But it's going to be one of them. It was Loki all along. That's all we get.
Time to get disappointed.
Time to get disappointed. But you know what? That was the end of the episode. Post any comments down below how you guys feel about the episode. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed our review of it. Hit the subscribe button for more TV experiences right here on NC Studios. We hope to come back with you guys. Very excited for next week, but we don't necessarily know. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be hitting this button a lot.
That was easy.
Yeah. I'll be hitting this button a lot. So once again, this is NC and Place We Chose from saying the anime hero Swag on Zero.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you on the next channel.